All right, I'm trying to get this camera set up. I don't have a tripod or anything, so yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Okay, that looks good. All right. So I'm working on my next project. It's going to be sponsored by JLC PCB. So cool. They actually haven't provided me with anything yet, but I've got some coupons on the way to help me order a bunch of CNC machined parts for it. But this is what I'm working on. Also, big thanks to Luke's lab for helping me out. No blind joints? Yeah, sorry, we're gonna have a lot of visible fasteners on here. So if you're allergic to that, then sorry about that. But we just need to have the best fasteners and the most serviceability. So yeah, Luke's lab has helped me out a little bit. He gave me this, like all these extra pieces that he had laying around his shop. And yeah, I'm gonna put this whole thing together. It's probably gonna take, let's see, whoa, gotta plug in the power here. It's probably gonna take me 40 or so hours to build this thing. And yes, it is a 3D printer, Daniel. But yeah, it's gonna be unlike anything you've seen before. It's gonna be unlike anything you've seen before. So, I figured since I'm gonna be spending hours and hours putting this thing together, might as well live stream it and talk to you guys in the chat while I'm doing it. Yeah, blind joints aren't ideal. That's definitely a thing. Also, blind joints can be and are usually a little bit weaker. So yeah, I've got some goodies here. Okay. Feel free to ask me what I'm building, but I might not tell you because it's my secret project. Also, I should be getting another printer in the mail pretty soon here. No, this isn't an Orange Storm. It's going to be faster than the Orange Storm. Bigger, faster, more suitable. The thing about the Orange Storm is, in order to print something in its entire build volume, it would probably take an entire year to do like a full volume cube. So I'm going to be making something that's significantly, makes a lot more sense than that. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
You good? Yeah, I just dropped that in there.
Alright, have a good one.
Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, I just got some mail. One sec, I gotta put some stuff away here. Okay. All right, so let's get this out of the box. Now this printer I'm working on is something that I've wanted to build for a long time, and I finally have the time and the resources and the audience to do it. All right, and these are some linear rails for this machine. I spent many hours researching linear rails in the lead up to ordering these parts. So I guess I can tell you a little bit about what I learned. Linear rails are pretty complicated. And there's a lot of different ones to choose from. All right. So the ones that I've picked out here are called HGH 20. So that's referring to the style of linear bearing that we have here. And these run really nice. I actually ordered samples from about 10 different suppliers, and I found that these ones ran the best. And yeah, after getting this bulk order and seeing how these ones are sliding, I am not disappointed. So let me just show you how this compares to some other stuff. How much I spend on this printer? So far, I've spent probably about a little over 2,000 so far, and I'm gonna need another 3,000 to 4,000 in parts to finish this. Yeah, I need to get some gloves. Let me get some gloves on. So yeah, altogether this is gonna be maybe a $6,000 printer. I might scale it down a little bit to save some money. And I'm gonna be getting sponsorships for most of the parts. This will be, I don't know, kind of an exciting, I hate to use the word world record setting printer, but we'll see what it ends up being when I get it all together. It should be able to output more plastic than anything else on the market. It should be enclosable. I'm not planning on enclosing it at first, but I've designed it in such a way that I can put panels on the outside. What did you think, Donkey Poop Dragon, along with Alan? I can't scroll back in the text. Were you commenting on the greasy rails we got here? Just get 45 under 3s. That's possible. That could work. I'm busting out my emergency supply of office toilet paper here. So here we go. We'll just get rid of some of this excess oil. But yeah, I've ordered these rails from like, I don't know, 4 or 5. I'd say I've tried rails from about 10 manufacturers, and these ones were the best, so yeah, that's why I got these ones. So first step, I'm going to attach these linear rails onto my my aluminum extrusion here. Pretty simple. I have to take these apart because I'm going to be using slightly different components, but these long aluminum pieces are what I'm interested in right now. Did you check out the Kitty X1 Pro? No, Q1 Pro. Yeah, I got some jumbo toilet paper here. The Kitty Q1 Pro, I mean, Kitty doesn't really like my channel anymore, just because I kind of lambasted them for making printers that use too many plastic panels that just look a little bit kiddish. I don't know. They do make genuinely good printers though. Kitty, they do make some good stuff. Audio kind of low. Okay. I'm not sure what I can do about that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. You'll just have to turn up the volume there. Yeah, the Kitty printers, they don't have the best like footprint to print volume ratio. Like there's a lot of wasted space. They end up like being much larger than the competition. So yeah, printing fast, more metal equals better with the frame. So I don't blame you. Yeah, and these rails are gonna add quite a bit of reinforcement just on their own because they're solid steel. Let me just put this side by side with a typical rail. All right, so this is what you're used to seeing on 3D printers for the most part. This is an MGN 12, and these are the rails that I've spec'd out for my printer. Here's the MGN 12, this little baby thing, and then these are the HGH 20s. So HGH, I assume, stands for human growth hormone because these things are totally roided out. So yeah, these have 4 ball, like the way that these linear rails work is they have recirculating ball bearings inside of here. I have a little one right here that you can see, and I'll actually take this off the end so you can see inside of there. They've got these recirculating ball bearings. And this one has 2 rows of ball bearings. One goes on this side and one goes on that side of the rail. And that keeps everything going. So yeah, these are the MGN series. I'm using the HGH series. These are a smaller version of the thing that I'm actually using. But this will just help you see a little bit better. These actually have 4 rows of balls. You can see in there, let's see. You can see there's 2 rows of balls on either side. And that just helps drastically increase the load rating, and it reduces friction under load. So yeah, that's why I'm using these guys, because I'm anticipating a pretty significant load being on these rails. If you're wondering, these came off of a resin printer. So this is the Z-axis stage of a resin printer. Do you really have to beef up? Printers have a little twist. Yeah, I mean, you also have to design... You also have to design things for, I haven't picked out the hot end yet, Mitch. You also have to design for like worst case scenarios, like if you ram into something, you have like very high loads. So you kind of have to design to that unless you have some way of limiting the force. Okay, so now I need to find the fasteners for this guy. I've ordered thousands of fasteners for this particular job. Anyone who's serious about mechanical engineering or machines should know this website, McMaster Car. Greatest website in the universe. I think these are the bolts that I need. Actually, no, these are too long. Okay, I need to find some slightly shorter bolts. These are 16 millimeters. I think I need some 14 millimeter bolts, which I'm not sure if I have them. These are the ones that the manufacturer of these rails specified. I guess I'm going to have to deviate from that a little bit. But this is the kind of stuff that always happens when you're building something. You end up using, needing to get like different fasteners and stuff. Let's see if this one works. Yeah, it looks like 14 millimeters is what I need, so these are grade 12 steel. These will work just fine. I think what I'll do is I'll just use like a couple screws. Ah, man, no, I need to do this all at once. Okay. Well, I'll get one installed at least, and then I'll have to order some extra fasteners to get the rest. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. Oh yeah, I counted out exactly 17, just kind of eyeballing it. And that's what you get when you work with machines for long enough. All right, I'm going to pay attention to the chat while I take care of these fasteners. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and I'll do my best to read them. Also, I'm going to be getting rid of all of these fasteners up here. I'm not a big fan of the button head cap screws. Button heads cap screws suck. What's your build volume? It'll be, well, Mitch, I'll tell you the size of the outer dimensions. It'll be 480 by 480 on the outer dimensions. So just under half a meter for the external dimensions. And the build volume will be pretty close to, pretty close to that. I'll just say 500 millimeters. That's a pretty safe bet. For the external frame size. Then obviously when it prints, it has to print inside of things. 40 by 40? I mean, you're a good estimator, Mitch. I'll give you that. You're good at estimating things. I missed that last comment. It just faded away. That's my guess. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this will be a long build series. At some point, you guys will kind of understand what's going on with it, I assume. Yep, it's a thing. Doo-doo-doo. So anybody excited about some new 3D printers that are coming out? The gussets look real familiar. Yeah. Let's just say Luke gave me some inspiration on how I should do the frame. I'd say he's kind of a bad influence, actually. He's got me using like hundreds of fasteners. Usually my approach is to use less fasteners, just use larger ones. I'm gonna be trying, is that those 40/40 extrusions? Yeah. FL Sun's using the S1 and T1. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I thought FL Sun should have had those out by now, but they're experiencing some delays, I guess. I was originally going to make this a 600 by 600 printer, but yeah, there's a lot of challenges when you scale a printer up that large. Everything has to be so much stronger, and everything has to be like aligned better. That's one of the reasons why so many manufacturers do this size of printer, the good old 220 by 220 build volume. Just because it's super easy to build something like that. You don't have to worry about things getting out of whack, or using lots of extra material, or having things break. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Of course, the one size of screw that I don't have is the one that I need for this. But we'll just get the one put together, just as kind of like a dress rehearsal here. And then I'll start putting some of the other frame components on there. But here's my wires. I already got the wires ordered. These are my stepper motor wires, so I can, set everything up. Huge. Yeah, they're pretty big. Stall guard feature. It's so that when you run into something, it detects it. No, I'm not building a saxophone robot. Good guess, though. Keep them coming. I've also got one of these. I don't know if anyone recognizes this component. Or this. Anyone, any guesses on what this thing is? That's the Fusion hyperdrive. You got that right. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, this is gonna be essential. Okay, time to get some nuts and bolts here. Also, I've got one of these. I mean, this doesn't really look like it belongs on a 3D printer, but I got one anyways. It's a little squeaky. Fedor, I'm just building a printer is all. Nothing to see here. Oh, this one has threaded holes. Didn't realize those were threaded holes. Okay, let's get this going here. If I can get this built in time, I'd like to bring it to what's the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do it. It'll be close if I'm able to pull it off. Okay. Okay, I gotta find some other parts here. Check these out. Anyone ever play around with ball screws? These are pretty nice. But yeah, I just have like a whole treasure trove of parts here. And I'm finally getting to the point where I'm like, you know what? It's time to start building this thing. Okay, where are they? I need to find my T-slot nuts, the things that slide into these rails here. There we go. All right, just got to do 17 of these bad boys here. Yeah, sometimes you drop things and it's just not even worth picking them up. How many printers do you have laying around on the floor? I've probably got about 20. So build volume, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but these linear rails are 1 meter long. So however much build volume I can fit into 1 meter. Makes sense? Alright, let me wipe these up a little bit. These are very greasy rails. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can adjust the preload on these things. I don't know enough about linear bearings at this point in time. So do you like the view up there? This is up attached to my lighting fixture. Excited to see what you come up with after all this. Will it meet the... Oh yeah, it has to be quiet. If it can print without making any noise, that's always the best thing. Yeah, so the other part of this is I've got the, I'm going to be pushing what clipper can handle to the limits. So I'm going to need to be using like 6 or so, maybe 6 or 7 control boards. So hopefully clipper doesn't freak out with that, but I think it should be fine. Okay. Overkill means excess. Voron 24 plus tool changer. Maybe. I bought a Manta M5P. Didn't read the rest of that. The new bamboo killer. Oh, this will definitely be a bamboo killer. I think there's multiple on the horizon. So we'll see how that works out. $6 to $7K bamboo killer. Honestly, this isn't the type of machine that anyone is going to want to build unless they have a specific need for it, and even then, it's going to be pretty expensive, so I don't know. We'll see if anyone wants one of these. I tell you what, if someone wants to buy this when I'm done building it, I might be able to let it go for the right price. What is its superpower? Oh crap, I missed Luke's comment. Can you repaste that one, Luke? Very good, Captain Pugwash. All right, we just gotta slide this in here. Ah, crap. All right, I'm gonna tap on the chat and read Luke's comment because I missed it twice in a row now. Boop. Bruh. Where are the rest of the rails? And it keeps coming back to me. Where are the rest of the rails? And it's coming back to me if you aren't keeping it. What do you mean? What's coming back to you? I don't know what you're talking about. I sent you back the linear rails, if you can recall. You only gave me 2 of them. They're both back in your safekeeping. All of them? Didn't you take 1 billion? Yeah, I wanted to, but you were like, "Oh man, you're gonna bankrupt me by taking all these rails." I just took 2. I promise, Luke. I have a picture, if you don't believe me. I think I have a picture at least. I actually haven't been doing much 3D printing lately. I've had to do some traveling and getting ready for stuff in the future. You know, planning for the future, something I don't usually do, but yeah. Okay, I've got 3 so far. Holy cow, this isn't going to be easy. Okay. But yeah, Luke, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, can I take all the linear rails? And then you were like, no, I need these. So I just took 2 to see if I could get something going with that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Push the frame against the wall and slowly align the linear rail. Okay. Okay, like this. This is probably... I thought 3D printers were supposed to be a fun hobby. Look at this. This isn't fun. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. All right, so this fell off. Gotta make sure my balls are clean before putting them back in there. A couple balls popped out. Yeah, F to pay respects. Now I gotta figure out where to put these. I think just 2 of them popped out. Holy cow. You think I should take these off before installing the rail so I don't have to worry about it? That's probably a good choice. Okay, yeah. I'll just slide them off the rail and put them back on when everything's installed. Do they come with plugs? No, these, I don't think they did. When you're getting linear rails this large, they assume you know what you're doing, I guess. Okay, still runs smooth. I think I'm missing a couple balls though. Ah, there's one. Well, this is a disaster so far. Uh, man, I could have swore this was gonna happen. This happens every time. Does anyone know if I can just take the balls out of one of these? Never put the carriages off? Never take them off, you mean? Why? Check under your shoes. Ah, very clever. Can I just take one out of this other rail that I have, you think? That should work, right? You can swap, the preload might be different. Okay. Yeah, well, I didn't intend to take this off, but it just kind of fell off due to gravity. Basically, they do that shit at the factory. Yeah. To get the correct preload. Then you can't get them working as new ones. Oh, well, good thing these are, I don't know. You know what? Let's see. How many balls can I be missing here and still be okay? It looks like I'm just missing one now. You've ran those with 10 ball bearings missing, have you? All right, I'm going to be doing a ball transplant. I'm going to spend another minute looking for this ball. I mean, that ball could have gone anywhere. All right, ball transfer it is. Okay. And hopefully it'll still run smooth after that. All right, yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Okay. I want to know who in the comments had the genius idea of of standing this upright. You definitely deserve to be thanked. All right, this is going a lot better. Okay, thank you, Mo. However, the warning about the balls would have been nice, even though it is totally my fault and I've already dropped the balls multiple times in the past. So I should have known better. But there's no harm in just taking them off temporarily, I don't think. And there we go. That's one down. So now I need to order some 14 millimeter M5 fasteners to do the rest. Nice. Feels good. Linear rail assembly, number 1. Just 4 more to go, or 3 more to go. Hello, Tietgen Engineering. I think I've seen you around before. Okay, so next step, I have to yeah, I have to order some more parts. This is how it goes. You start a project like this, And at the end of every day, you have like a shopping list of things that you forgot to buy or you got the wrong size. You end up having to get more stuff. So on today's shopping list, we've got the M5 by 14 bolts. Price for sure. I'm gonna see what's going on in chat. Hopefully nothing too crazy. There we go. Why were V rollers used rather than linear rails in 3D printers? Price? Well, I touched on that in one of my previous videos. Basically, the V-groove wheels will add a little bit of like suspension. So if your frame isn't perfectly aligned, it'll compensate for that automatically. All right. All right, that's looking good. I was planning on doing all 4 of those today, but I guess I can't do that. I've got some new parts coming in for the frame, so I'll need to wait for those to come in. And yeah, I think that's about all I can get done for today. So short stream, but thanks everyone for joining in and checking out what I'm working on. You'll be seeing more of this in the future though, so yeah. Any last questions? Anyone? We got our printer going together here. I think once I get those other pieces in, and I've got some linear rail coming in, no, some linear extrusion coming in. Let's see, that should be getting here tonight. Then I'll get my new bolts on order tomorrow. Then I should be able to put together a majority of the frame. It's just right now I've, I'm missing some parts. Thought I was gonna have at least a good 2 hours of fastening fasteners, but that's not the case. I guess I can show you, my boxes of goodies here. Got all sorts of fasteners. Got some big bolts here. Man, these are larger than they looked like on the computer. But yeah, this is all good stuff. All right, well, that's the stream for today. I think tomorrow I'll be able to get those missing parts and then probably do this for 3 to 4 hours, since I won't be missing all the important fasteners that I forgot about today. So thanks for joining, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode of Me Building a Thing.